Welcome to Trader UK, where we discuss money management and how to grow your wealth. Before we get started today, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button so you can see all the future content. Today, I'm doing a quick walkthrough and then review on the Freetrade stock trading app, which I recently came across. You can see it here in pink on screen. Freetrade is a UK-based commission-free stock trading app available in the UK and a few other European countries. The thing that's unique about them, of course, it says it in the name, is that they don't charge any commission to traders when they buy shares. Now, we've seen this done by Robinhood in the United States, who have had huge success across there, but they're not available in the UK. And there hasn't really been one company that singled themselves out as a front runner in the UK yet. So this is what Freetrade are trying to do. Now, before we really get into this, I'm going to give you a bit of a freebie. It might be a few quid, it might be a couple of £100, but it's 100% free money and it only takes 1 minute. In order to attract new customers, Freetrade are actually giving away shares when you sign up. So below the video, I've included a link. It doesn't matter if you've recently signed up or you're about to sign up. Just click on the link and input your email address, then deposit a minimum of £1 to your Freetrade account, and they will give you a random share between £3 in value and £200 in value. My first free share was in Domino's Pizza. The great thing is, once you've got your free share, they'll give you another code, so you can then go and introduce another friend and they'll give you both free shares again. So you can repeat this as many times as you like. Make sure you click the link below, then let me know in the comments which share you receive and I'll comment back with what I receive as well. So first of all, I'm actually going to log into the app and give you a quick run through. Let me do that now. So the sign up process was very straightforward. It took about 5 minutes, a few simple questions, and they'll ask you for your national insurance number as well. And then once you've actually signed into the app, it's very basic. So this is your home page. Along the bottom, you'll see the different tabs: portfolio, insights, discover, activity, and account. We'll start with the portfolio. Obviously, a summary of the investments that you have. I've only made a couple of trial transactions in here at the moment. I haven't been using it on a regular basis, but it shows you your performance of your portfolio, and you can have that by the day, or if you click max, it'll be since you opened your account. If you scroll down, you'll also have a summary of your investment. So I have my free Domino's Pizza share, which I can click on and it will show me how it's performed. If I scroll up, it has a little bit of a summary here, and you can click on the free share and it will show you the share certificate. Okay, could be useful for when you want to do tax returns, etc. If we move back to the home page, you'll also see some Vodafone shares. I did this as a trial transaction to see how to buy shares via the app. Again, very straightforward. I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. And then at the bottom, a watch list. So any stocks that you find that you want to keep an eye on, you can mark them and it will keep them here within your portfolio to keep an eye on how they perform. So very simple, the home page, the portfolio page. We can then move on to insights. This is very useful. I haven't had this on my other platforms that I've been using, but very, very useful. So it gives you a breakdown of your portfolio. First of all, by type. So what proportion of your portfolio is made up by stocks, cash, bonds, commodities. You don't necessarily need to have all of them, but a useful tool. And then even more useful, I would say, you can click through to sector, and then it will break it down by sector. So food and drink makes up 47% of my portfolio. 33% is made up by telecommunications, 19% in cash in this case. This app is obviously aimed at beginner investors. It's trying to open up the market to more people. So this is really important to make sure that those investors are diversifying their portfolios, not opening themselves up to too much risk. So I really like this, and it's something that I would like to see on more of the apps that I use. We can then move on to the Discover section, and this obviously is where you're going to find or search for different shares, different ETFs, different products. And it's organized for you in different sections. So at the top you have a recently viewed section, any stocks that you've been having a look at. Newly added, this is going to be very busy for the moment. They're adding lots and lots of shares, so you'll see lots popping up on here. Popular ETFs, so if you want to look at funds, these are the most popular funds. Again, for new investors, it's nice to know what other people are investing. If it's in the popular section, these are the most popular stocks purchased, or popular ETFs in this case, via this platform, so you know what other people are investing in. Below that you have popular stocks. It looks like Barclays is the most commonly purchased stock on this platform, or one of anyway. You can click on the See All section and it will take you into all of the popular stocks, but only the popular ones. Below that, this I like as well, organized by section, to make sure you're not investing too heavily in just property, for example. If you want to boost your proportion of tech investment, it's all organized for you. Tech companies has its own section, and then at the bottom you have an option for See All. If you click on that, it will take you into all of the products that Freetrade offer, and you can organize it by UK. It will show you all the UK stocks. You can take that off and select US stocks, ETFs, bonds, and then just stocks in general. So useful if you want to really explore. Obviously, if you know what you're looking for, you can use the search function at the top and search for, let's look, Netflix, for example. As you drill down into Netflix, it will give you a summary of its performance. This one you can range a little bit further: 1 day, 7 day, 1 month, 1 year, or since they were listed. I'd like to see a bit more detail on this graph, if I'm honest. It's not very detailed. I'd like to see the date range along the bottom rather than just it's from 2015. But I'm sure that's something that they'll work on. Here is where you can add it to your watch list. So if you click the star, it will then show up on your portfolio page. So it's all under one section there. If you scroll down, highs and lows, it's nice that they have a little summary on each page as well. So the world's leading internet entertainment service, and gives you a little bit more detail as to what section they would fall under in your portfolio. If you want to buy, this is a US company, so you can buy fractional shares in this company, which means you don't have to buy just 1 or 2 or 3. You can say, I want to invest £500 in Netflix, and that's going to buy you 1.35 shares because they're $447 per share. Down here, it only gives you one option of the order type. So the order type here, because it's a US security, is showing as instant order, which means it will be placed instantly at the best price that they can get for it. It's not necessarily going to be 447, but it'll be around about there. I don't have the funds in the account at the moment to make this order, but if I did, you would click review order and then place the order. If you select a UK company, let me just show you. If you select a UK company, for example this one, and you want to buy shares in this company, you can only buy specific shares. So even if you put £5, it will only buy, oh sorry, £5 will not be enough. If you put £40, it's only going to buy you 1 share. You cannot buy fractional shares in the UK companies. And also you'll notice the order type at the bottom is different. You have a basic order. Basic order means that they will group your order together with others throughout the day and then place it in bulk. It's a way of saving money for the company. I'll go into more detail at the end of this video for you, but it means that you don't necessarily know what price you're going to get for them. Moving on to the next section, activity, gives you a summary of all the transactions that you've made. So my initial top-ups were here, my free share from Domino's Pizza, and then my purchase of 2 Vodafone shares. Again, you can drill down into each one. If you click on Vodafone, it will take you into your share certificate and even gives you the time of the transaction there. Account summary at the end. This is where you would go to top up to add funds or withdraw funds. Topping up, very easy, and it's all done the same day. I added funds in the morning and they were there by the afternoon, so very quick. So very simple, the layout of the app. Now, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Is the app actually free to trade? Yes is the simple answer. You can open an account, buy 100 shares in Tesla with no commission charge, which is great because the commission charges add up after a while, especially if you're trading on a regular basis. However, I should point out, like most apps nowadays, they have what I would call in-app purchases, so you can spend money, and lots of people will spend money. First of all, when you sign up for your account in the UK, you'll be offered 2 account types. A basic account, which is obviously free, or an ISA account, which you pay £3 per month for. By paying £3 per month, your shares will be kept in an ISA, which means that they can generate tax-free income. Any dividends you receive and any gains that you make will be tax-free up to £20,000 per year, which on the face of it looks great, but ask yourself, do you really need it? And that's going to depend on how much you're investing. Currently, you can receive £2,000 per year in dividends under a tax-free dividend allowance anyway, which in terms of dividends is quite a lot. You'd have to have a £60,000 or £70,000 portfolio generating a 3% dividend yield to get £2,000 in dividend income. So if you're a smaller trader, you're probably not going to need that. It would be tax-free anyway. And also, you can earn £12,300 each year in capital gains, which are also tax-free. So have a little think about that one. If you do have a large portfolio, or maybe you're betting on some really speculative stocks that you think are going to go up more than £12,300 in the year, then the £3 per month could be a good way of reducing a future tax bill. You also have a foreign exchange fee. So if you're buying stocks on the US market or receiving dividends in a foreign currency, Freetrade will charge you, I believe it's 0.45% fee for the currency exchange. So you'll have to watch out for that fee. And then don't forget, even if the trade is executed for free, you'll still need to pay stamp duty on the UK shares that you purchase, and stamp duty is 0.5%. So just to recap, you can open your account for free. You can even get a free share when you open your account with the link that I've put below. You can buy UK stocks with no commission fee. You'll just pay the 0.5% stamp duty. But when you're buying US stocks or receiving foreign dividends, you're going to pay a small fee, 0.45%. I also have a couple of little niggles with this app. First of all, there aren't actually that many products available. In terms of financial instruments, you can only buy shares and ETFs, which is fine with me. I don't really need options trading, futures trading, forex trading, these types of things. I'm happy with a simple buy or sell of popular shares. But you'll also notice that the UK market, the FTSE 250 is 250 companies. The S&P is 500 US companies. That's 750, and there's only 600 products, or just over 600 products available at this point. So we're missing quite a few of those basic stocks and shares, those companies. They are adding things very quickly. In July 2019, they only had 190 products, and like I said, now they have over 600. So it is changing very quickly, and they are adding more and more. Secondly, there is the option, I've touched on this already, the option when buying stocks to make a basic execution. In fact, you don't really have the option. You get, if you're buying UK stocks, it's going to make a basic execution for you. This type of purchase isn't made instantly. It's made normally at the end of the day, usually after 3 p.m. time. It's a way of keeping costs down for the company. They group together all the transactions that people have placed and they place one order in bulk. The downside to the investor is that you don't really know what price you're going to get. If you try to buy Coca-Cola at $45 in the morning, but by the time the transaction takes place, it's $47, well, that's just tough luck, unfortunately. So definitely something to watch out for there. And hopefully something they'll phase out over time. If, however, you're buying US stocks, they don't have that option of basic trade. It's as we saw earlier, an instant trade. There's still some movement there. You won't always get the exact price, but they're going to try and execute the trade in the best way instantly and try and get the best price for you, so you have a better gauge of how much it's actually going to cost you. All in all, guys, it's a little bit basic, this app, but I will be using it purely for the fact it's commission free. I like to spread my investments across a number of platforms for security reasons, not to hold all your eggs in one basket. So it suits me just fine to check first on Freetrade if they have access to the stock that I want. And in case I can't find it on Freetrade, then I'll just make the transaction via another of my platforms. I am going to keep a close eye on this one though. You can see that it's developing quickly, so I think give them another year or so, they'll add more order types, they'll add more products, more stocks, more markets. So it's going to be a really, really good app to get involved with now and get your head around nice and early. I hope you found that useful, guys. If you have any questions about how the app works, ask me in the comments. Make sure you claim your free stock and let me know what stock you receive and I'll comment back to you.